Welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast here on CNBC-TV18. The Asian markets are all seeing sharp cuts right now. The SGX Nifty, however, is indicating a little bit of an uptick. But, we've all been seeing how that's really played out over the last few sessions as well. So let's now talk about all of the cues that you should track as we get into this trading session. We have our research team here with the trade setup. So Mangalam, Vivek and Surbhi all join me now. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Vivek, I don't remember the last time we, didn't have to talk about the global markets right at the start.
Well, you're absolutely right. Every day it's about the volatility. Yesterday we did say, we could see a gap up opening, and we did warn about the fact that there could be some sell-off given the fact that volatility is the name of the game as far as equity markets especially are concerned. Yesterday's trading session was no different. Very, very steep cuts at the open as far as US markets were concerned, but significant losses were paired. But despite that, US markets have given a weak handover. The Credit Suisse worries continue, and it's a contagion effect as far as banking stocks as well as the banking sector, both in US as well as Europe is concerned. Now, coming to the European markets, very deep cut seen over there. All of the European markets down between 3.5% to almost 3.9% in yesterday's trading session. However, when you're talking about crude oil prices, that saw the steepest cut yesterday, at lowest levels since a year. Yesterday, Brent futures down 4%, WTI futures down 5%, and WTI futures, at $67 a barrel. So some significant relief as far as the crude oil prices fall is concerned. However, Indian markets yesterday failed to hold on to the sharp gap up that we saw, and the markets actually closed below the 17,000 level, and that continues to be the key level to keep an eye out for. Financials were the one that dragged the markets lower, and especially when you talk about the broader end of markets, some amount of outperformance there, but even that cooled off, from the day's highest point. Today morning, we are seeing steep cuts across Asia. SGX Nifty, on the other hand, is indicating a gap up start. Interesting to see, whether this particular gap up start can actually hold on and sustain.
That is the big question, Vivek. Thanks a lot for bringing us all of the cues. But some important news flow also came through as far as individual stocks are concerned post-market close yesterday. So Surbhi is here to fill us in with that entire list. Hi, Surbhi.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for that. So today in focus will be Patanjali Foods. Now, stock exchanges have frozen 292 million promoter group entity shares, and this is because it could not meet minimum public shareholding norms. Next is NACL Industries. The subsidiary of the company NACL Multichem gets environment clearance to establish manufacturing facility in Andhra Pradesh. Orient Paper, the board approves a capex of 475 crores. The capex will be used for modernization of manufacturing facility of Madhya Pradesh. Godavari Power and Ispat Limited, there is a board meeting on 18th of March. This is to consider a buyback. And lastly, Samvadan Motherson, where sources say Sumitomo Wiring is going to sell 3.4% stake via a block deal today.
Surbhi, thanks a lot for bringing us all of that stock-specific action. We are going to watch out for all of these in today's trading session. But let's also talk about the cues from the futures and options market. Mangalam is here with that. Mangalam, we closed below the 17,000 mark, pretty much at the low point of the day.
Pretty much at the low point of the day, Pavitra. And the worst part is that the SGX Nifty is indicating a positive start. Now, on a regular day, it would be a good thing. But, the way the bears have made a meal of this gap up, bulls would like there to be a gap down opening and perhaps some bottoming out there as against, the market falling from highs. Yesterday as well, a 240-point decline from the highs is what we've seen. From all-time high, the Nifty is now down 10%. In fact, the Nifty Bank 2 is below the levels from which it started to rally. It's down about 12% from the all-time highs. The FIIs, they're selling in cash market, 1,300 crore worth purchase, rather selling, while the DIs had an 1,800 crore worth purchase. Importantly, we saw unwinding in the futures on both Nifty as well as Nifty Bank. There was a mild addition out there on the Nifty futures, but the premium on the Nifty futures collapsed from 80 points to about 65 points, telling you there was unwinding. The data actually confirmed that as well. Both longs and short positions being unwound in index futures, as a result of which there was a net buy of mild 82 odd crores by the FIIs. Remember, they are 12% long and 88% short in index futures itself. It is a weekly options expiry today, and one data point suggests that maybe we're closer to the bottom than we are earlier, and that's primarily because today we saw FIs write puts, almost 44,000 put contracts written, telling you that there could be some sort of support. But here, the sort of volatility that there's no certainty on whether there is any bottom made or not. 17,000 call and 17,100 calls saw a fair amount of writing, telling you levels upwards of 17,000 may face some resistance. 16,900 and 16,800 puts, both of them extremely active as well. The Nifty put call ratio at 0.69 was oversold at 0.67. is further oversold. So is there a bounce on the cards? That's the hope, not currently a data point yet. Important level to watch out for is the Nifty September 30th low of 16,748. 16,750 is important mainly because that was also the time when globally there was peak fear of Fed hikes, and that is also the time where we started to decouple from global markets. In fact, from September 30th low of 16,748, the Nifty gained 13% in 2 months to hit a fresh record high. So are bulls batting for that level to hold as well or not is the big question. It's just about 100 odd points, 150 odd points away from here. So we're closer to the bottom, but who's to say volatility may continue.
Volatility may continue. So let's see how we move in today's trading session. Mangalam, thanks a lot for bringing us all of those cues, but we do need to get into a short break now. When we come back, we're going to tell you what's got crude falling a whole 5% overnight, so stay tuned for that.